So the recording has
geez.
started, guys. You are good. I'm going to mute myself.
Wait, do you have the timer set up?
No, I'll set up a timer though when you guys start.
Okay, so Matt, we'll roll sidekicks and wilds.
Sounds good. I have yet to win one of these.
Well, I have lost every single one of them. Yeah,
Oh, well, here you go. I got 2.
that's regular fashion for me. That's how this tournament's going.
Seriously, I beat you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take that. All right. Okay, remind me. I
Okay.
I choose my team second and decide who goes first.
I decide who goes first, and I choose my team first.
Okay.
So let's see. Hang on, just a second.
So yeah, Joe has won
doing?
or Joe lost the roll off, so he's picking his team first. Then MBrewer will pick his team in response, and then Joe will get to pick who goes first out of those. So let's see which team Joe goes with here. Sorry for the long delay. I believe Joe's having to deal with something with his children in the background before he gets started here real fast. While we're waiting, we'll take a quick look over at Matt's team set up here. Make sure everything's looking good on that. So
Okay, I'm really sorry about that. Cat decided to poop on the bed.
The cat?
The kitten, yeah, we have a kitten who just started, who got weaned off of her mom.
Oh, fantastic. No
Alright.
way.
I think I'm gonna go with the collector villains team.
Uh-huh.
all right,
That's my team.
All right.
Joe's going
I'm
with
gonna,
his
I'm gonna
collector
go with
villain
my
team.
Bolts team because just for reasons.
Yeah. Ryan, it's my B team.
I don't know if it's my. I think it's my A team. I believe.
Let me take a quick look.
Is it the team with Yanti on it?
Yes, it is.
All right, that's your A team.
As ashamed as I am to admit that.
That's not a big deal.
Oh heavens to Betsy! I put resurrection away. I gotta bring it back out.
All right, so we've got a real big glare on one of Matt's cards there, but the stream does show that have the overlay with the cards there, so you'll be able to figure out what that is just by watching those.
And you decide who goes first.
Yeah, I haven't decided who goes first yet.
Looking at this, it looks like it's going to be his Firefly as that card that we can't see very well. So.
Oh man. So your teams are perfectly lined up against mine. And I hate that. I also hate the fact that they're trying to get rid of all of us Tabasco Green Devil Mask players.
So I didn't bring the mask, so I'm really regretting that.
You didn't bring the mask? Oh, I thought your rogue team had the mask on it.
It does not.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's not a very. I'm not very confident in my build. So.
That's all right, man.
Oh yeah. Just here to have a little fun.
There you go. That's the spirit. I think I'm gonna go first on this.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Oh, I have forgotten your first name. It is
It's Joe. You can call me
Joe. Joe. Good luck, Joe.
You know who I am, man. We've played each other.
Yes, I had forgotten, and because I am an idiot. So.
And
No,
Joe
that's
is
alright.
deciding to
You're
go
not an
first
idiot.
here. So.
I'm just easy. I'm easy to forget. That's all.
Well, I just always know it's Tabasco. So.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay. Ryan, whenever you're ready to start the timer.
I'll start it as soon when you do your first roll, Joe.
Okay. All right. Best of luck to you, Matt. I'm sorry I interrupted you there.
No worries. Good luck to you.
All right. Here we go. It's decent.
So Joe's got a shield fist and a question mark.
All right. So you've got. Oh man, this is great. 2 Clayface globals.
Yeah.
Let it begin. All right. I'm actually gonna pay 3 to purchase a Cree Captain.
Okay.
Joe starts
That's
off with a
turn.
Cree Captain.
All right. Field a sidekick on Mjolnir it to a bolt. I will
So, energy fix that sidekick to a bolt.
purchase a storm.
Buying a storm.
I'll
and
bring
I'm
her
gonna,
in
Yep.
on a double bolt.
Clayface Global to bring her in on double
I
energy.
will purchase a I'll purchase a I'll purchase a parasite and bring it in on a double bolt, and then I'll purchase a throne brick. And
All right.
Alright, so Brewer has a large first turn with a storm, a parasite, and a throne brick purchased.
Okay.
Thanks to the use of 2 Clayface Globals. They both have Clayface, so both are once per turn.
So hold on to this wild. Reroll the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is actually pretty decent.
2 fists, a sidekick,
Spin
and
the
a
sidekick down
wild.
to a mask.
So he's using his Billy Club to bring that down to a mask. Energy fix it down. And what's he going to do here with the remaining 4?
We do technically have 2 clay faces.
Mm-hmm.
So I will pre-captain for a Black Adam. So we don't have 2 pre-captains. That's the question.
So his Kree Captain, his current plan is Kree Captain by the Black Adam, but he's...
Let me stop right there and think about this real quick, 'cause it's...
Wait. I was gonna say you can't Creek Captain, can you? Because he's a fist, isn't he? Oh no, he's a mask.
Black Adam is a mask.
Oh, is it a fist on the card?
It's a fist on the card. It's an
I
error.
see it. Yeah.
Because he produced masks, so he's a mask character.
Yeah, I don't know. That makes sense. I didn't know it was an error.
Hell yeah, it was quite a big one.
Like Star-Lord way back.
Yep, pretty much. Or the promo Iron Man. So we go Kree Captain, bring that in. Black Adam, double fist. Still, that's basically, I'm just trading at this point.
So Joe's just trying to figure out the best use for all of his energy here, trying to capitalize on as much Clayface as he can and as much of the using the Kree Captain as he can.
go for a Black Adam.
So Kree Captain and purchasing Black
We
Adam.
will bring out the sidekick on a shield face, and then we will res.
I
And
got it.
Clayface to bring his sidekick in to resurrect.
Pass.
All right.
So Mask, 2 bolts and a question mark. He's going to reroll one of those bolts. And so he's got a shield, bolt, and mask with a question now. So
Oh, I know what I should have done. Oh, okay, that's okay. All right, I will. Yeah, I will. I'll just spend 3 on a Jubilee.
buying Jubilee hard for 3.
Wait. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, spend 3 on a Jubilee, and then I'll res, and then I'll pass it.
And then resurrect with the final energy, which will recycle his bag.
Oh wow, that's actually pretty decent.
So Kree Captain on single energy. Looks like he's got Black Adam on the level 2 face, I would believe that is.
And get him out. Huh. It's a real question though. Alright, a little bit better. I'm gonna pay to field him on his level 2 side. Villainous Pact and Res.
So Villainous Pact and Res to
Starting
get some.
Perfect.
and turn.
Sure. 2, 4.
So we've got a Parasite Storm, Jubilee, and 2 sidekicks being rolled here. Energy on everything but the Storm. And gets the Jubilee as well on the reroll. So Mask, Bolt, and Fist left over. Looks like it's a level 2 on the Storm.
Level 2 Storm and a level 1 Jubilee.
Right. Level 1 Jubilee.
I will Villainous Pact.
Villainous Pacting and purchasing another Storm.
What's the defense on the Black Adam?
5.
I will pass them.
Okay. Alright, so 3 in the bag. If they want to come out. Alright. Well, I mean, there's some sidekicks.
Yeah, that's a very fortuitous roll right there.
Uh-huh.
So keeping a shield and a mask and 1 sidekick, rerolling, getting a Fist, another mask, and another shield. So
So we can do purchase a collector. So we'll spin the this down, we'll purchase a poison ivy, and I will clay face her in on 2 masks and best turn.
So purchase the poison ivy and then clayfaced her in on the masks, so he's got mask energy to keep static field things back, I believe. That's the thrown brick that he's rolled there. 2 sidekicks, a shield, and a bolt.
Take 2 sidekicks. Spin 1 to a bolt. Spin 1 to a mask.
Energy fix the 2 sidekicks to a bolt and a mask.
We'll purchase another Jubilee.
Purchase the Jubilee, resurrect.
Chuck a brick at your Black Adam. And guess I'm good. Go ahead.
Throwing brick against the Black Adam.
3 out of the bag. Oh, I guess my team is ready for you. Let's roll.
So Joe's got his Kree Captain, 2 sidekicks, and a bolt.
Set that aside.
Keeping 1 sidekick and re-rolling everything else.
That's a little better.
Gets another sidekick and 2 fists and a
we'll go
mask.
Kree Captain plus a mask for Mimic. We'll spin one of these down. We'll fill the other, and then we'll. Oh jeez, I didn't realize it was like that. I'm gonna have to pull this out on double mask, and then I'm going to spin one of those for Villainous Pact.
Yep.
So Clayface is in the Mimic he just purchased and spends one of them on Villainous Pact, trying to get himself out from an upside down bag there.
Go to level 1.
Got a level 1 Parasite. That
We'll
is.
bring in a Jubilee. Double map.
Clayfacing in a Jubilee. Buying a Shriek with that.
Another Jubilee
Buys another Jubilee, thrown brick.
for Black Adam.
So
And then resurrect.
Matt is doing an awesome job of cycling his bag, keeping everything he's purchasing coming in
Pass priority
pretty much
field.
the next round. So
Pass back.
Alright, I'm gonna push with the field, doing you 2 damage.
Is it each other? Right?
Each
Okay.
other bolt attacking bolt here. So it's 2-1, 2-2, and a 3-1.
Okay, gonna
So-
go ahead and block the
Joe takes
Parasite.
2 damage from Jubilee's ability.
I'm gonna lose 1 for that, yeah?
Yeah, you're gonna lose 1 life, and then I will.
Matt loses 1 life at the end of the turn
I'll
because
send
the
this
Black
down
Adam
with the-
was KO'd the Parasite.
So you dealt 2 damage, so I'm taking 4 total.
I missed the block.
So the block was Black Adam to Parasite.
Yep.
Then the static field global is gonna push the storm back,
Okay. Are you gonna take the
and
Jubilee?
and I'm taking the Jubilee.
Okay. Alright, your turn.
Okay. Oh, and you lost the life, right? So I've got 16, 19.
That's
Level 2 Poison Ivy. Sidekick and a fist. Another fist and a shield.
I built a team for my girls. All girls. I have 4 little girls, and she's on the team.
That was my fault. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So the real trick here is I can do that. So I'm gonna spin this down to a mask.
Energy fix the sidekick down to a mask.
I'm gonna clayface once.
Clayface in the mimic on double energy.
Down plus Kree Captain for a mimic.
Using one of the energy plus the Kree Captain to buy another mimic.
Then I'm going to yeah, I have to do it this way. I'm gonna Villainous Pact.
So
Getting the last sidekick out, and then I'm going to res.
Yep.
Villainous Pact and res. Try to get some.
And then I'm gonna field a level 2. Let's see, do I hit you for? The question is, do I hit you for 3 or do I hit you for 2?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and KO her. So I'm hitting you for 3 total.
3 total?
Yep.
Why 3 total?
Because she's a level 2, and so she deals 2 damage to you and all your board. And then whenever she KOs your character, she goes life.
Yep.
So 16 all.
All right. More than that. Okay, well, we'll spend 3 fielding, so let's spend 2 I don't see a way where this works out any better, so I'll spend 2 to field a level 3.
Level 3 Jubilee in the field.
0 to field a level 2 Storm.
Level 2 Storm.
Field a level 3 Shriek, and I'll name Poison Ivy.
Level 3 Shriek, naming Poison Ivy.
I'll throw a brick at your Black Adam.
Man, Black Adam's getting annoyed at all these bricks getting thrown at him.
Yeah. And then oh wait. May I take that back?
You're gonna need to Villainous Pact first, then do all
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Is that alright? You okay?
Yep. That's fine. It's a casual tournament, man. We're not serious here.
I'm so unused to doing that. Then I will throw the. Wait. What am I doing? Hang on. I know what I did here. I'm an idiot. I put the fence in the crap. Okay, now I'll throw the brick. And draw a X. And then I will resurrect. And blink, but not probably forever. So I will push with these. Let me think. Yeah, I'll push with these 3, doing you 2 more damage.
Okay. So I'm at 14. You got 3 attacking.
So I got a 3/3, a 4/3, and a 3/1.
So if I block with Black Adam, then it gets KO'd because it's already got a damage on it.
No. Oh yeah, it's only got 1 damage. Yeah.
Actually, do we want to leave Shriek up there? I don't want to leave Shriek up there because she's a villain, and I might
Joe's debating on leaving the Shriek in the field, so his Kree Captain gets a buff out of it if he can get his Kree Captain
So
out.
Black Adam's gonna block Storm.
Black Adam blocking Storm.
And then the Sidekick's gonna block Jubilee.
Okay. Shriek went through.
Shriek's going through.
3-1. Okay, 3-1. Alright.
So it puts me at 11. So I'm at 11 and you're at 15.
I have 16. Like, did I miss one?
There was one from whenever I KO'd your attacking character with Black Adam. So that brought you down to 19, and then you lost 3 total from
You're right.
Poison Ivy's thing.
Yep, yep, got it. 15 to 11.
Alright.
Alright.
3 in the bag. Just going in. Oh, a hat trick. That's amazing.
This would be very good.
Oh, no. Oh, that's not good.
So, exact opposite of what Joe wanted to see here. Lots of single energy, not a lot of characters.
So I want to keep the Kree Captain.
Keep him Kree Captain and a shield to resurrect.
Okay, here we go. Set these two aside for now. Oh man, the one time that doesn't happen. You've got to be kidding me.
Oh boy.
So Joe swings and misses on his characters.
Get me in there.
So he's definitely feeling the crunch
Phil,
now.
Kree Captain. He is a 5/3.
He's feeling the Kree Captain. Get an extra blocker out there to try to stop the next swing. Needs to hold on to as many masks as possible, which luckily he's got plenty of them.
Yeesh.
So he needs to resurrect, maybe Villainous Pact and resurrect, and keep everything else to static field back, whatever MBrewer attacks with.
Hey, 3, 4. Actually, no, 3. Man, this is tough. I kind of have to do it this way. So we'll go 4 using the Kree Captain Global for another Poison Ivy, and then
So-
play facing her and spinning 1
Yep.
to Villainous Pact.
Yup.
So Kree Captain
Spinning,
Global
Shield to res.
plus energy to purchase
Passing priority.
I got nothing.
purchase the Poison Ivy, then Clayface.
5.
Clayface Global to bring in the Poison Ivy and Villainous Pact with one of that energy and resurrect. Attacking with the
I'll take it.
Kree Captain as a 5/4. He
So put you at 10.
MBrewer goes ahead and takes it.
I only
So-
have 4 in the bag,
Alright.
So 11-10. So 2 more Jubilees, a Throne Brick, and a Storm with a sidekick.
No building cost. Level 1. This is gonna be close. I will purchase another Jubilee just in case. I will reset energy. Yeah, I think I got it. I'll throw a brick at the Atom again because it's kicking me off.
Okay.
I won't throw a brick. I will throw this pack first.
There you go.
And then I'm not gonna learn that. I'm just gonna screw this up, and then I'll throw a brick. Keep with this.
So Villainous Pact, then Throne Brick at the Black Adam.
Clay face once, bringing this out, and then I'm gonna clay face again, bringing this out.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I've done my math right. If I'm wrong, let's see. This is gonna do 3. This is gonna do 3. This is gonna do 3 for 9. Oh, I don't have it. But
I mean, you could put me down to 2.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
each Jubilee will do 3 damage.
So I am going to. I will. Let me think. I'm gonna bring this down to a mass.
Okay.
I will then play face in question mark
Okay.
So
and
Hang
yeah.
on.
Yes.
Is that was that sidekick part of your used pile, or was that sidekick part of your spent?
These are part of my. Oh. You're right. I think those were part of my spec. I apologize. So
Okay. So you had a sidekick.
yes. What am I thinking? I'm just. Thank you so much. I will then keep it and
so he was accidentally grabbing from his spent instead of his used.
One of the Jubilee should do 3.
So that puts me at 2.
So each Jubilee does 3, so he's down to 2
wait,
life.
I did, yeah. Yeah. And then I will see what happens.
And Joe's gonna static field back.
Block the storm with Black Adam, and then I'm going to static field the other Jubilees.
And
So you take 1, or you lose 1 life.
yes, I'm at 9. And here we go.
Alright.
Alright.
So Joe's not going to be able to survive the next turn. He's got to do it.
Poison ivy. Land on her face. This is hard ass.
That's right. Math's already. I made a mistake, but okay.
What happened? You were gonna attack with the sidekick?
No, I was gonna turn into a map, but I've already made too many mistakes. I'm gonna just live with it.
Okay, here we go. Yes! Alright.
Oh boy.
There we go, man.
This is it.
Ah! Come on. This is the land. Down a level 3 face. Ah! You gotta be kidding me!
And Joe does not roll the poison ivy that he needed.
That sucks. Well, here's the thing. Here's the good news. My other team is garbage, so this is a marathon on the sprint. I think you got me in the long run.
I am gonna field Mimic, and I'm gonna target your level 3 Jubilee. So we're going to reroll. Okay.
KO, so
So
she goes to.
yeah, if either rolls an energy phase, KO both character types.
She goes to the prep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's gonna be expensive.
I will. Res.
So use the Mimic against Brewer's level 2 or level 3 Jubilee and ended up the Jubilee going out.
Be back.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Alright.
you called it.
Pass.
Okay. I'm drawing 4. Two. 4.
And it's semantics at this point. You can just attack with both Jubilees and do the 2 damage needed to take Joe out.
Yeah, that'll do her. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So game goes to MBrewer.
You know, not skill. That was just dumb luck. And I'll take it, but I'm not happy about it.
Oh no, it was. Hey man, don't short yourself. That was 100% skill because you used both of the clay faces to great effect. Don't sugarcoat it. Those 2 clay face globals helped you accelerate more so than anything.
That was really helpful. That was really.
Like me missing a couple of rolls, that's part of the 50-50, but you didn't do anything wrong, so you're good.
Oh no, I'm happy with so but you're gonna So are you gonna stick or you gonna stay?
Yeah, I'm sticking with my team B, Ryan.
All right, so Joe, you're staying with your team. Matt, you're having to change, and you guys have just over 60 minutes remaining on the clock.
Alright. We'll see.
And Matt, just to confirm, this is your team with Hope Summers on it, correct?
Yup.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I have the correct one on the stream. So.
So I found out that I screwed up, and Hope Summers does not copy Mimic, or at least affect Converse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna that really like changed things just a little bit.
How so?
Just well, I was gonna use her as a quick mimic if I needed her, and it didn't come out. Now, real quick, is the Black Adam lose life?
It's lose life, yes.
Oh my god.
I mean, it will prevent the damage via poison ivy to you,
Yeah.
but it won't prevent the loss of life.
That's
So, yeah, Matt's making sure that he understands that Bishop will not protect against Black Adam's loss of life damage he's dealing. It does protect against the poison ivy, but not the Black Adam's loss.
Been a rough night.
I am ready.
Okay. We'll go first. Best of luck to you.
Good luck to you. It has to turn around. I got it. One of the pictures, in fact, I have Christian water and
Yep.
back to over it for Golden.
Oh, this is.
So Joe starts, and he's got a sidekick, mask, and question mark.
We'll spin this down and purchase a.
Using the
Norman
Billy
Osborn.
Club, spins it down, and goes straight to a Norman Osborn. So 2 fists and 2 question marks.
Um,
Kree Captain, he could go Bishop right now. Instead, going to Boxy Rogue.
and has to.
Leaving that question mark
Alright,
there.
the sidekicks are just like, put me in, coach.
Yeah.
And Joe's rolling plenty of sidekicks, especially when he doesn't need them, though.
I'm gonna spin this.
Yeah.
Spin down the sidekick to a mask.
2 bolts, a fist, and a mask.
If it were me, I would be villainous pacting and then buying a Kree Captain.
Mm-hmm.
But so let's see what he does. He does a villainous pact.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
I'm going to. What is that thing called? I'm gonna
Hey.
create
Yeah.
food and water.
So he creates food and water with the bolt.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
And pulls out a sidekick and keeps it in as used. And ends his turn. So
All right. Let's get a sage. Yeah.
purchases a sage and villainous pact.
Alright, when you pass priority, I'm going to have both of us draw and prep a die.
So when priorities pass, Joe uses the Tabaxi Rogue Global.
Okay, alright.
More sidekicks for Joe.
Three in the bag.
So only 3 sidekicks left in Joe's bag right now.
There's Poison Ivy.
Going for a Poison Ivy.
Field sidekick.
Feels the sidekick.
Villainous Pact.
Villainous Pact.
Spin this down to a mask.
Spins the sidekick back to a mask.
And I'll go ahead and do this right now so that you don't hit me any harder with the rogue. I'll have both of us draw a purple die.
And then Tabaxi Rogue Global.
Yes.
So
I got 3.
Yep.
In the bag. 1 from the.
Sage comes up. So keeping a question mark, a mask, and a fist, rerolling everything else. Gets the Tabaxi Rogue, gets another mask and a question mark. So
Okay, this is a level 2.
fields a level 2 Sage.
Level 3.
Pays and fields the level 3 Tabaxi Rogue.
I will get a I'll get a Hope Summers.
And then purchases a Hope Summers.
I'll go like that. Yeah.
And
I'll get
then
Hope Summers. What do I got back? I'll bring her in using Clayface.
so Clayface Global bringing her in.
Back to Global.
And then uses her for Tabaxi Global.
Give you 1.
Alright.
And Joe takes 1 damage.
Okay. She's a level 2. She's better than nothing.
So level 2 Poison Ivy, sidekick.
So I just hit this. I think it was on a shield,
I believe so, yes.
and then this was.
You had a shield.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Because
I'm not that worried.
that's why I'm not trying to cheat either. So.
Oh, heaven
Joe-
forbid. I wouldn't even bring it.
Joe accidentally bumped some of his dice, so correcting them back to their original faces
Now,
there.
money.
So
Or at least I-
No, that was a sidekick. That was a
At
sidekick.
least I wasn't
Yeah.
aware that we were playing.
No, that was a sidekick. I do
Okay.
remember that much. That was a sidekick.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yep. Alright, so we're
Okay.
going to we're gonna purchase a mimic.
Okay.
hard purchases a mimic.
I'm sorry, these need to be down here. So I'm going to use this shield to
Yes, sir. But to break food and water?
yeah, and that's gonna deal me a damage.
So Joe uses a
Yep.
shield for crate food and water and takes a damage from it.
Used. So I take another point of damage. Field sidekick. Field poison ivy. KO her to deal you 2 damage and all your characters 2 damage.
Yep, they all got 1 left.
Alright, so fielded Poison Ivy on level 2 and targeted Poison Ivy with her ability, so Brewer takes 2, and all of his characters take 2. They all have one damage left.
Spin this down.
He spins down the sidekick to a mask.
And I'm going to pass turn.
And he
Okay.
passes turn.
Got 2 in bag. 2 more.
So he's got the Hope Summers, but she came up double energy. Having a little bit of a network hiccup here on my side, so hopefully it'll clear up in just a second. So he purchases a Sage. We're going to Clayface her in on double energy.
Will villainous pack.
He villainous packs with the question mark.
Will do the Tabasco global.
And Tabaxi Global again, so
And there's not much else to be done about that, so I will pass priority to you.
I'm going to have both of us drawn Crocodile.
Okay.
So I'll take another point of damage.
and Joe uses the Tabaxi Global,
Your
so
turn, sir.
he
Alright?
Oh boy.
What's something on land? My luck tonight has
Yeah.
not been very good. Yeah, see? That is not good at all. Painful to watch.
so he gets the Mimic, but not Poison Ivy or Norman,
Well,
and now gets the
I mean,
Poison
that's-
Ivy, but no Norman.
Yeah.
okay.
I can't see what face she's on.
She's on a level 2 face.
Okay.
And then my Mimic is actually on a level 3 face, or a level 2 face. So I'm going to
Mimic on level 2.
purchase a Black Adam, or use the double fist and then a mask to purchase the
So
Black
Kree Captain Global and the Mask to purchase the Black Adam.
Okay, and then I'm going to pay 1 to field Mimic, targeting your Tabasco.
And so he fields the Mimic targeting Tabaxi Rogue.
Different character face.
And this one goes to energy, so they're both KO'd.
And they're both KO'd.
It's a whole lot of nothing. So I'm going to field Poison Ivy, deal another damage, or another 2 damage to you. And to you.
Yep.
And field Poison Ivy targeting herself, so dealing 2 damage.
Stage.
Four sidekicks in bag. Can you give me just 1 second? I gotta get my kid mask.
Oh, heavens, Sebastian, no, no worries. I'm good. That sounds pretty important.
And Joe unfortunately had to step away to give his daughter some medicine, so we'll let a little time go by here. If it takes too long, we will pause the timer. I will. If I cannot pause the timer that's on the stream, but I am using a secondary timer. So if I do pause the timer, I will let you know, and we'll. Okay. I just paused the timer at 44 minutes, so give yourself what time you need to get back together, and then let me know, and we'll restart the time.
I'm here. I'm here. What happened?
I was just saying I was letting time go for a little bit, but because you were gone for a little while, I stopped it when we got to 44 minutes left.
Okay.
So when you're ready, I will resume the timer.
Okay, Matt, do you have a rest or break or anything like that?
I am golden. You
Okay.
bring it on.
Okay,
All right, I'm resuming the timer, gentlemen. Have a good game.
yeah. Thanks. 4 dice and bag. I will create food and water, and then pass turn.
All right, so create food and water. Leaves 1 energy to spare. Brewer had 1 in his bag. Refills. Looks like he pulled the Hope Summers again.
Come on, people, show up.
And got the Tabaxi Rogue back.
Okay.
And gets the Hope Summers. So level 3 Tabaxi again. And so Fields Hope naming Bishop.
I will spend 3 on a absorbing man.
Buys an Absorbing Man.
On his double energy base.
Clayface him in.
I'll spend 1 of those to Villainous Pact.
Spends 1 for Villainous Pact.
I'll spend the other 2 to do Tabaxi Global.
And uses Tabaxi Global.
I'm at 15.
15, 16. So
And then I will fabricate these 2.
now fabricating the Hope Summers and Sage
Will
for a Amber Golem.
Okay.
Dealing
so
Joe
I got
Corrupt
2
3.
sidekicks in the bag, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my 3. So I'm at 12.
Joe takes the 3 down to 12.
I thought that Sage was next. I thought I could get it next to Sage. Okay, I'm gonna put the Norman in the I'll take all mine.
Yep. Alright.
And
And
he puts Norman in the use pile from Joe's
I'm
extra
going
pull.
to, play face this in on its 2 side. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3,
So
6,
Joe, this is still during the priority phase.
so I'm just gonna have to have both of us draw from an A.
He clayfaced in the
that will be it for me passing turn.
Alright.
he clayfaced in the Norman Osborn and then used that for
16 minutes.
Let's see if I can do something with this. Come on. Alright, Black Adam's good.
Oh boy.
he used that for Tabaxi Global and took another damage, so now it's 11, 16.
This is the turn right here.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's good, but let's see.
Yeah.
Fielding costs. It's a level 3 as well. It's actually pretty darn good. Come on, Poison Ivy. If I ever needed it. Ah!
Oh no. So
And Poison Ivy has betrayed Joe.
this is just unlike her. I'm so disappointed in Poison Ivy right now.
I'm gonna fill the level 3 Black Adam though.
Fields a
now
level
I'm
3 Black Adam.
targeting your special.
Comes up character.
Okay, let's hope my mimic comes up with character so I can start dealing damage to you. Yay!
Serious.
Okay. Alright.
So Tabaxi Rogue, or Mimic, is now a copy of Tabaxi Rogue.
I'm gonna spin this down 1 to bring in Norman.
Yep.
So Clayface Global to bring in the Norman.
I'm gonna purchase another mimic.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea. Oh no. I think it is. Yeah. So purchasing another
So
mimic.
purchase the Mimic.
You can keep my Tabaxi cycling. I'm gonna miss him. I can feel it coming. That's the thing about my team is it's a one note whistle. There is no pivot.
I'm gonna go ahead and have both of us draw and grab a die.
It's a
Alright. My back
Tabaxi Rogue Global, so they both take a damage.
don't know how I feel about this.
Okay, and then I'm going to pass priority and pass turn.
Okay. Drawing 4. 2. 4. Hey look, I got an amber golem. I'm really excited about that. Okay. Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
What's it like to get everything you need?
And
Good right now. What's that with a,
as Brewer just said, you know, life is good for him.
yeah, that's
He got a little of everything that he just needed. Let's go through this.
okay. Level
So-
2.
Field a level 2 Sage, a level 1 Sage, a level 1 Hope.
Level 3.
Field level 3 Tabaxi,
Level 2.
level 2,
Or level 3 actually.
level 3 Amber Golem, and the Sidekick.
I will.
I'm sorry, who did you name with the Hope?
Bishop.
Okay.
The only thing I can name. Oh, I guess yeah, I can. I could name them. What? I will. I will take one.
So
Okay, I will.
it's going to fabricate with the 2 Sages.
I will do the Tabaxi Global.
Okay, first does the Tabaxi
You
Global.
will not take a damage
I will not. Why not?
because you have a bishop active.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
So you should be at 10 and I should be at 15.
Correct.
Okay.
So the Hope Bishop just saved him from taking a damage from that Tabaxi Global. So
Another Ember Golem.
Okay.
Fabricate. That would be corrupt 3 and then put 3 again.
All right. So I'll just put myself at 4.
So corrupt 3 twice with Tabaxi out makes Joe take 6 more damage. So Joe's down to 4.
So first corrupt.
So for the first corrupt, Joe pulls a 2 sidekicks and a Norman. So the Norman goes to use. The sidekicks go back, and the second corrupt 3
Second corrupt.
is 3 sidekicks.
What's the defense on the Black Adam?
The Black Adam is 6 defense.
6 defense. And the let's see. I'm trying to think if this is not smart, is it? Let's think about it.
So what does Joe have here? He's got 1 sidekick and 2 characters in the field.
Pass priority. And then yeah, I'll pass priority.
So yeah, it's Brewer's best is to just hold off and try to get the 2 Sages back next turn.
I'm passing turn. I'm done.
So Joe Clayfaced in and
Yeah. I'm close. Yeah, this is just rolling. I just got everything. Oh, I forgot there was another mimic. Oh.
So Joe gets a Tabaxi sidekick, Bolt, Shield, and Fist. He's going to want to keep that Mimic, and he's going to try to cycle out that Tabaxi Rogue so that he has a little bit of breathing room.
Okay. So my Mimic is going to target your Hope, but if they both happen to roll up characters, it's going to be Hope with Bishop's text on it.
Yep.
So let's hope it rolls.
Yep. Okay.
Alright, targeting your Hope.
I got a character.
Oh, I got a character too. Nice.
So Joe targeted the Hope, which was targeting Bishop, so
Bishop's text.
he's got Hope with Bishop's text.
So then I'm going to.
Fields the sidekick.
I actually have 2 Hopes with Bishop text.
Do you have 2?
Yep. Because my Mimics become copies.
Okay. So they're no longer Tabaxi?
Correct.
Okay. This is good.
So I'm gonna pay 2 to have both of us draw and rubber die.
Okay.
So Joe uses Tabaxi Rogue Global, but now that he has a Bishop, he takes no damage from it.
Pass the priority and pass turn.
Okay. I got 1 in bag.
So 1 in the bag, refills.
Oh, so when you fabricated, you actually gained 2 life.
No, this is
Oh, is that not the rare?
no, it's not. It's the common.
Okay.
So
What's the common say?
When he deals combat damage to a blocking character die, he deals damage equal to that blocking character's attack to a different character die.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's a little bit of removal. I thought about the life gain, but I just go with it.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 fielding costs. I will buy Lantern
So he's buying a Yellow Lantern Ring. He's going to Clayface it in.
on his double energy phase. And then I will spend those 2 to field the level 3
Uses that 2 energy to field his level 3 Amber Golem.
1.
Spends the
level
Fist
3 Absorbing Man.
to level 3 Absorbing Man.
And then a level 1, level 3.
Fields a level 1 and a level 3 Sage.
Level 1, I'll copy Bishop.
And refills the Hope, naming Bishop.
I'll spin this down to a mask. And
Spins the Sidekick down to a Mask and does Villainous Pact.
Oh, you have Bishop in. Doesn't make sense to do that. What do I want to do? I guess I will. Let's see. Got one. Do you have an empty bag?
I've got 1 die in back. Sidekick.
Yeah. I think I'm going to actually corrupt.
So he's fabricating again.
Another one and do corrupt 9.
So it's actually corrupt 12.
12?
Yep.
Holy cow! Alright, well I'm gonna do corrupt 12 for no damage.
Okay. So first one is that.
And put that hurt, yeah. And psychic.
So Joe has a Corrupt 12 going on right now because Absorbing Man.
It's closer to me, so you know I'm not cheating.
I trust you. And Norman. And that'll do for me. I'll pass priority to you.
Yep. So 4 Corrupt 3s, takes a Poison Ivy, Norman Osborn, and 2 Sidekicks. So he's passed priority. Joe
It's my turn.
brings in the poison ivy on double energy.
This is interesting.
It's something. Hey, there's a poison
Ah!
ivy though. She doesn't do much.
Yeah, but my focus. Gotta roll. I'm not. Yeah.
Just keeping the mask, rerolling everything else, hoping to get that poison ivy to come up.
Yep.
And she has totally failed him.
Okay, so in the interest of speeding things up.
At this point, if I were Joe, he's got the tech he needs. I would
We're going to
create food and water and then hold on to everything else. He doesn't have a large enough field, and Brewer's field is getting pretty wide. He needs to keep onto the mask for Stasis field.
Got food and bag. Got food and bag. Two more.
And yet another level 3 Amber Golem. I don't know what he's done to pay off that Amber Golem to always show up level 3 for him, but
4 masks. Ridiculous.
and gets both the sages back as well.
I'll spend 2 to fill the level 3 Ember Golem. I'll draw on Prepidai.
So Villainous Pact,
I
yeah,
will level 3.
level 3 Sage and a level 2 Sage and a sidekick.
Got 4.
This is a level 3. This is a level 2.
Yeah. This is hurting my head.
So at this point, if it were me, Brewer needs to be sending those Amber Golems over every turn, forcing Joe to spend the energy, and when he doesn't have the energy, to have things KO'd.
2 sidekicks and Norman in the back.
Joe's low enough health, he's not going to be able to let any of them through ever, so he's going to have to start forcing things out of the field with them.
I don't think it's just that poison ivy that's gonna get me. Yeah, we can figure out what face she has an active trigger. I mean, I got a massive field, but I didn't bring anything because I wasn't planning on attacking. I didn't bring anything to go against static field. So yeah, that's what happens when it's a one-note whistle. I will guess I will pass it over to you,
Pass back.
and I'm done.
All right, so end of his turn there.
I don't have the faculties and experience to beat this tracking section.
So Norman Osborn and 3 sidekicks. Norman does come up. And this is the Chief Executive Officer, Norman Osborn, so trying to remember what that one does here. When Norman Osborn is active, so reduces the fielding cost of, I'm guessing, villain character dice.
I'm going to create food and water.
So he creates food and water.
Pass priority.
He passes priority.
Pass turn.
Okay. I got 4 in bag. I can get 2 sidekicks. 1 sidekick.
He's hoping for another sidekick into the ring. He gets the ring. So he's going to be able to intimidate something out for this round. He wanted 2 of them so that he could get both of those Mimic Hope Bishops out of the field.
Oh wait, I will fire off the ring.
So
I will
fires off the Yellow Lantern ring, fields a sidekick,
yeah.
intimidates out. Which one did he intimidate out? The Black Adam.
I will villainous pact.
So he's Villainous Pacting.
And then Tabaxi Road Global. Both get 1.
Tabaxi Road Global, so they both draw 1.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think that's it because I think I got 5 damage unless there's something tricky that I'm not thinking of. And there probably is something tricky that I'm thinking of. But,
So
I'll
he's
pass
double
priority.
checking. He passes priority. Just debating on what he's going to do, if anything. But Joe only has 3 characters in the field and 3, so he's only going to be able to take out 6.
Let's see what happens. Got. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, I will block. So
I can put it in order.
yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. You actually, I think you do have me because I've only got 3 blocks, so blocking the.
3 big guys.
We're not blocking the 3 guys. I'm actually static
Oh,
filling.
we're gonna push those guys back.
So then,
Yep.
so it's gonna be sidekick to
4.
Sage. Level 2 to level 2 road. And then level 3 to absorbing man.
I have 5 left over.
Yep. It's good.
Dude, that was just whenever I needed my characters, I rolled and couldn't get.
Hey, no, don't worry about it, man.
So that was a great game.
Good game, gentlemen. So
I don't know how much time you have, but if you want to pull out the other team and just show me how Tabaxi's supposed to be run.
well, before we get in that, I just want to finish up our recording here real fast. So, both of you guys, thank you very much for your time and participation in the tournament. And for all of those watching on YouTube or wherever else we post this video, I hope you enjoyed and have a good night.